Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday, April 28th. I'm CJ Lemaster, your lead investigative reporter and your host for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update. I hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. We're a little ways through the work week. And, of course, today is a first alert weather day. And that is something that we want you to be weather aware of throughout the day. Of course, we're going to be just talking about news in this update, but our first alert weather team will be in here at 2:30 to give you more information on what you need to know as this day unfolds. I want to tell you first about some stories that we're following here in the capital city. Jackson police are investigating after a man was found dead on a city street. Now, we want to tell you, officers discovered him last night near the corner of Booker T. Washington and West Ridgeway Streets. Police Chief Rochelle Brackney says an officer spotted him on the ground around 8:30, stopped to check on him, and he later died. There's not much more we know at this point.
I think one of our officers was on routine patrol when he observed someone lying in the street. When he exited his vehicle, he was just going to check on the well-being, maybe if they had fallen and were injured or possibly under the influence of a substance. When he got closer, he checked, he found a male deceased. And at this point in time, all we know is he's approximately 40 years old or so in age, and that we have the coroner on scene. We do not have a determination of death yet.
And that means at this point, it is not considered a homicide. It is a death investigation. If you have any information on this case, please contact Jackson Police. 2 people charged with capital murder in the deaths of 2 Jackson teenagers will not be getting out of jail anytime soon. A Hinds County judge has denied bond for 18-year-old Bruce White and 19-year-old Ezra White, calling them a danger to the community. They're accused of murdering Terry Burrell Jr. and Chloe Hudson, both of them 16 years of age. The victims were students at Lanier Junior Senior High School, and prosecutors say Bruce White was a student there as well. Sanitation workers found the victims' bodies March 30th in rural Hinds County. A third person, 21-year-old Millicent Martinez, is charged as an accessory. Well, the city of Jackson is asking a federal court to stop the Metro Jackson Water Authority Act from taking effect. A group called the Mississippi Rapid Response Coalition held a community meeting at a church on Ferris Street last night to get input from the public on the legislation. Now, this meeting, of course, was, I believe that is the correct video. I apologize. That's actually the wrong video. I apologize, folks. The Water Authority, this public hearing was previously, this community meeting was previously scheduled, but ended up following the same day the city filed its challenge to the Water Authority in court. Now, the city of Jackson did not sanction last night's event. The city is arguing, because a federal judge already oversees the water and sewer systems, that there is no need to create this board. A lot of you who were at the meeting last night agreed, saying the city should handle its own water system. Under House Bill 1677, the authority would be required to enter into a long-term lease with Jackson before it would be able to manage its water and sewer systems. Many at the event saying that they don't want this. They don't want a water board that doesn't have fair representation. The city does not maintain majority control, and many residents saying they want a good well-run professional water treatment system, and they think that they can do that without giving total control away. And we apologize for some issues there with the video there, but we'll get back to that and be able to try to have that for you a little bit later. Now, I will tell you, Jackson Mayor John Horn released a statement in part saying that Jackson should not be asked to carry the greatest risk without having the authority to govern the assets it owns. The Water Authority Board at this point consists of 9 members, 3 from the city of Jackson, 1 that the mayor of Jackson, John Horn, and the governor will collaborate on. And then, of course, the governor would have 2 other appointments, and then there would be appointments from Byram and Ridgeland, and I believe the lieutenant governor as well. The city is looking for a status conference to discuss this matter, and of course, we'll keep you updated on that. A couple of folks saying hi on this Tuesday. Linda Monroe saying good afternoon. Miss Linda, hope you're doing well. And Britt, happy Tuesday. Everyone stay safe on this alert day. Britt, I couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much, and hope you're doing well also. One last story we want to talk to you about concerning the special session. Lawmakers will have to come back to Jackson for a session on judicial redistricting, but they don't know exactly when just yet. A Supreme Court ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court regarding a case in Louisiana will be the trigger here. Now, a federal judge previously ruled that Mississippi's current Supreme Court map, which helps determine which justices you elect, violates the Voting Rights Act. That ruling is now on appeal and has been stayed, but the nation's highest court could order changes in Louisiana that would impact the way Mississippi's map is drawn.
Have to do the right thing as legislators in the state of Mississippi and move Mississippi forward and do the right thing as it relates to making sure our lines are drawn so minorities can elect candidates of their choice.
And the racial composition really shouldn't matter. That's the question the U.S. Supreme Court has got to answer for us, because without knowing if that's still a recognized and legally required consideration to make, we don't really know how to draw maps currently.
Governor Tate Reeves has said the special session begins 3 weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court makes its ruling on that Calais case in Louisiana. Lawmakers say that ruling could impact other redistricting issues down the road. One more person saying hi on this Tuesday. Minnie White Dennis saying good afternoon. Hope you're doing well, Miss Minnie. Thank you so much for that. That's all the time we have for this edition of the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update on your Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter and your host each day at 1 o'clock. Our First Alert weather team will be in here at 2:30 to let you know what to expect on this First Alert weather day. Please stay weather aware as we have the chance for storms this evening and into the overnight hours, depending on where you live. And our early evening newscasts begin at 4 p.m. on air and online. Thanks to so many of you for watching right now on our Facebook and YouTube live streams and our OTT platforms. We'll see you back here tomorrow.